Alright, so this will be a video explaining, kind of giving a tutorial for the song Grace Like a Wave by Elevation. This song has a couple different specific things that we will speak about. First and foremost, this song doesn't stay with the same chords throughout the whole entire song, so that's something to keep in mind. If we're doing this, and I'm going to be doing it with the capo on second fret, so you guys can do the chords in the scale of C major. Okay, so those chords will be F. You can do F like this as well. So F. I'm going to be doing G, which will be an A in the key of D. But I'm going to be calling them what they're called in the key of C. Okay, so F, G, C major, A minor. And that's pretty much all the chords that we're going to be using. Okay, so let's go over this real quick. Okay, so this is an upbeat song. This is a song with faster beats. So at the end of the video, we're going to be playing through the whole entire thing with the click, so you guys can go ahead and play along with the click as well, and kind of get the strumming for that. But for the most part, the strumming pattern for this song, except obviously for the breakdowns and parts that it kind of calms down and you don't strum as fast, you will be strumming in a continuous bass, kind of like this. So okay, so that's kind of how the way it's gonna go. Whenever we do it with the click, we'll go ahead and pair that strumming pattern with the click so you guys can hear a little better. So just to begin with, I think something very important to know from the beginning, this may throw off some people. Phrases, usually when we play phrases, the phrase starts with a chord and ends with a different chord than it started with. This is actually a song that starts and ends every single phrase of chords with the same chord. So it's going to be F. Okay, so the phrase all the way through, just one phrase will go like this. Okay, that's one phrase. But then when you start the next phrase, you're starting it on the F again. So the F is going to feel a little longer than the ending chord usually feels for a phrase. So if we're playing the verse, that's going to go, and I'm going to just sing it kind of in my key. So, you have brought me through the water when my past can be swept away in the current of your mercy. It'll never be the same. So you see how I'm starting that next phrase with that F chord, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and go through that introduction and go through that first verse so you can go ahead and hear, okay? So the introduction will go just like that, how we're playing. So 1, 2, 3, and F, G, then C, then F, then F again, F, G, C, then F. We'll start right here with the verse. You brought me to the water where my past can be swept away in the current of your mercy, and I know I'll never be the same. There's no limit to your promise. Jesus, you have done it over me. Jesus, you have done it over me. Change to that right here. Okay? And that's when we start the chorus, okay? So you guys can go ahead and rewind if you want to see that one more time. We're going to go ahead and move into the chorus, okay? So I'll do that last phrase of Jesus, you have done it over me, so you see how I enter the chorus. So that's Jesus, you have done it over me. Jesus, you have done it over me. Oh, the chorus. Grace comes like a wave. Okay, so what I just did there, this is the change in chords that I told you guys about before. When you start the chorus, is grace comes like a wave crashing over me. So we're going to introduce that A minor right there in the chorus, okay? So I'm going to do it continuously because it's hard for me to do it in a slower time and make sense of it with my hands, but I'll do it real quick and sing it, okay? So that's 1, 2, 3, and Grace comes like a wave crashing over me. Grace comes like a wave crashing over and over and over. Okay, so the general idea is that when you have a phrase that has 4 chords in a 4/4 song, then those chords are spending about the same amount of time, or not about, you're spending pretty much the same amount of time, depending on how you play, but they should be, if you're playing in the most basic form, they spend the same amount of time, same amount of strums, but in the chorus, you're going to be sharing the G chord and the A minor chord are going to be sharing the space that usually the G would have when you're playing in the verse, okay? So that's why you move so quickly to the A minor. So, one more time. Grace comes like a wave crashing over me. Grace comes like a wave crashing over and over and over. Going to instrumental. Back to the verse. I will jump into the water where my soul can be satisfied. And your love is so flowing from within me and it won't run dry. There's no limit to your promise. Jesus, you have done it over me. Jesus, you have done it over me. Back to the chorus right here. Grace. Grace comes like a wave crashing over me. Grace comes like a wave crashing over and over and over. One more time. Grace comes like a wave crashing over me. Grace comes like a wave crashing over and over and over. That's right there, that little breakdown. Right here, so there's healing. So now we're gonna start that bridge right there. For you guys that haven't played the song before or getting familiar with the song, the bridge mentally is the hardest part of the song. Getting used to the idea that those phrases coming earlier than usually they would be. So I'm gonna give you an example. So in a normal, perfect world, those phrases will go like this. So there's healing in the water in that bridge. So there's healing in the water with a love that flows so deep. Wash over me, wash over me. You let it breathe. Forgiveness in the water. That's how it will go time-wise, how your brain will want to do it, at least my brain and every other person's brain that I know. But this is going to be coming, these phrases are going to be coming actually earlier. They're going to kind of jump at you. So this is the way it's going to go. So there's healing in the water with a love that flows so deep. Wash over me, wash over me. Forgiveness in the water. So you see how it comes in early. Love that flows so deep. Wash over me, wash over me. Salvation in the water with a love that flows so deep. Wash over me, wash over me. Then grace right here. Grace comes like a wave washing. Okay, so that's pretty much the way that that the whole entire thing goes, or what the whole entire thing does in terms of timing. So if you want to rewind to that bridge and kind of get familiar with how early you have to go into that F chord after you finished and wash over me, after you say wash over me, how quickly you have to go to that F chord. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just go through it with just a click, and we'll be all done with this video. Okay.
Grace.
So right here.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So F, G,
Verse 1, ready.
C, and F. verse right here.
3, 4.
Da, 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 da.
Pre-chorus. 1, 2, 3,
chorus.
4. Chorus 1, ready. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Grace comes alive, away, crashing over me. Grace comes alive, away, crashing over and over and over. Instrumental.
Verse 2, ready. 1, 2,
Verse.
3, 4.
Da, da, da. Sorry. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da,
Chorus 2,
da,
ready.
da, da.
1, 2,
Chorus right
3,
here.
4.
Grace comes alive, away, crashing over me. Grace comes alive, away, crashing over and over.
Pre-chorus.
Again. Grace comes alive, away, crashing over me. Grace comes alive, away, crashing over and over and over. Breakdown. There.
Bridge ready. 1, 2,
Bridge right here.
4.
Da 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 Chorus right here.
2, 3, 4.
Grace comes alive, away, washing over me. Grace comes alive, away, washing over and over and over. One more time. Grace comes alive, away, crashing over me. Grace comes alive, away, crashing over and over and over. And outro right here. Outro.
Ending ready.
And then with the G, or the F, sorry. So you finish with the. So that's all. If you have any questions, please comment, let me know, text me. Rewind back and kind of look at it. Make sure that you pay extra attention to that bridge that comes in a little earlier with those chords. Make sure that you are seeing how early I'm going into that F chord to start the next phrase. Forgiveness, salvation when it comes in, so you guys are prepared for that. That's the most difficult part of that song, I would say. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.